Cybersecurity in cloud computing. Every new technology, together with cloud computing, has an entirely different security outlook reckoning on the precise user United Nations agency is accessing it. It principally depends on the user whether or not to decide a specific technology smart or dangerous for him. Speaking regarding cloud technology, around 90% of the enterprises within the North American country alone have started managing their daily accounting tasks over the cloud platform, which implies that even large businesses United Nations Agency Area Unit handling much knowledge realize cloud computing is a promising alternative. Cybersecurity is the umbrella that captures all things necessary about security. The cloud computing security is that the blend of the technologies and tips that the management is dependent upon, basically portrays overseeing the consistency leads and secure infrastructure data applications, safe secure directions, framework, and information applications, relates and identifies to cloud computing use. Security for ancient knowledge centers and cloud computing platforms works on the same premises of confidentiality, integrity, and handiness. Cloud computing security addresses every physical and logical security issues across all the assorted service models of code, platform, and infrastructure it conjointly addresses. However, these services area unit delivered, public, private, or hybrid delivery model. If we tend to compare the cloud technology with traditional or native servers, then undoubtedly the previous is comparatively safer. However, if we manage to compare safety among the general public, private, and hybrid cloud, then the viewpoints might dissent. Clients want utmost assurance of security before they hand their sensitive knowledge to a third-party cloud supplier. That makes the essence of the cloud rather more relevant within the context of safety. Here Area Unit 5 essential property to see to basically get you started. Network segmentation. Examine robust zone access to stay detail. Containers, appliance, and full systems confined from one another once doable. It's planning to stop facet movement and associate degree attack and the incorrect association between systems by any threat actor. Advertising. Cloud-based access controls. All aspects of computing within the cloud ought to have access to management lists. Since services sort of info will begin severally, it's more practical than it's for on basis to specify and implement applicable approach management. Any virtual base, efficient systems, applications, and even tools accustomed to monitor the case is incorporated by that. Multi-tenancy in cloud computing. While multi-holding affords ascendable and analysis help purposely, there's conjointly the chance of information bleed an unreliable compass that may not be manageable within the cloud. Examine association management in a very multi-holding state of affairs and policy compass for any account which will have an association across holder. Cloud access management. Remember, these don't seem to be your computers. Ideas sort of a crack card don't naturally administer. Thus, you essential to handle the influential association to any or all cloud effects and conjointly examine disaster improvement and any deficiency in your great association chance. We tend to feel honored these days on assertion with countersign administration clarification and administrator accounts. We want the distinctive approach within the cloud. However, don't want cloud administrator rights to be every place. Cloud computing threats and liability. This impression simplifies one-for-one from on assertion operation, however might use operator and different combination technologies to finish the assertion of responsibility. Once analyzed, they need to be computed victimization threat brilliance and remitted in a very timely fashion. Cloud computing security means that the safety approach is taken to secure the cloud. Cloud computing itself isn't a technology, it's a computing approach that encapsulates all different computing means that, thus, cloud computing security could be a large and sophisticated side to handle. Security considerations in the cloud computing area unit most likely additional advanced and confusing than the manner cloud computing itself is complicated and complex. Curiously, plenty of security considerations in cloud computing don't seem to be technology connected strategic higher cognitive process and human factors area unit usually related to it. Note, you would like to understand that security of the client's knowledge and applications area unit is still your responsibility. Simply because a cloud supplier is hosting your understanding and your claims don't mean that security isn't your concern any longer. It's a shared responsibility between you and your cloud supplier. The major cloud security threats that Area Unit Value Likeness from a recent report embodies these three insider threats: data loss risks, and inadequate due diligence. These cloud security threats Area Unit is demonstrating the still into practice a touch of casual angle that a lot of companies Area Unit still having regarding the usage of cloud-based services and their management. So, associate degree agile and open-eyed approach is needed at each level and to either side, cloud supplier and users. Also, it's a repetitive procedure wherever the necessity of continuous upgradation is kind of essential with information, innovation, and technology.